to take another look into, we expanded the screen here for you, Stephen.
There it is.
Into Atlantic, Florida. Feels like 81. It is 81, and you got those winds out of the northeast. Let's take it to the ground. We have Fox Weather Meteorologist Michael Estime joining us about 1.5 miles south of that area in Melbourne Beach. So notice, Michael, you got a few things. You got the poncho. Anytime Michael has a poncho, it means we're looking at some rain. But it's windy, too. I can see especially how rough the surf is behind you.
Yeah, those are some big-time wind-driven waves for sure, Marissa. Stephen, good morning to both of you. Yeah, let me give you the scene setter right now. We're in the 80s. It feels comfortable temperature-wise. It's very sticky, very muggy. We have Imelda that's about 280 miles or so south of where we are. But to your point, not only is it windy on the beach, right? We're expecting winds upwards of 40 miles per hour later on this afternoon into this evening as Imelda makes its closest approach. Again, maybe between 8 to 11 p.m. around 125 to 150 miles away. But look at right offshore, though. Not only are you seeing the big old waves, but look at the rain curtains that we're seeing. Those rain curtains expected to move onshore. And as they do so, we're expecting another 1 to 2 inches of rain. And please keep in mind, too, that some spots just south of where we are toward Vero Beach have already picked up over 1 1/10 inches of rain already. So more of these rain curtains are on the way. That's about 5 miles or so offshore from our latest estimation. But what you'll notice as well, and I want to bring this to your attention, is just the impact of the waves that we're seeing out here. Those waves, as you were talking about before, Marissa, it looks kind of like an angrier ocean, if you will, as folks kind of walk on by here. Good morning. And enjoying a nice beach walk. But know that he's not in the water, though. And as far as the eye can see, no one's in the water either. And here's the reason why it's important that you respect the waves and that wind-driven wave event that we're seeing too, is because just over the weekend, we learned from Volusia County Sheriff's Office that a 51-year-old man was dragged into the ocean because of a powerful rip current. He couldn't fight that rip current and make it back. And unfortunately, we're learning that he did drown because of that rip current. Volusia County Sheriff's Office posting a statement onto X, formerly Twitter, just saying that hundreds of rescues had to take place over the weekend and to just stay out of the water. That's really the key messaging along the east coast of Florida as our tropical storm, which is eventually forecast to become a hurricane, right? That's what's going to happen in the next, say, 24 hours or so. And we'll see and feel the impact. So although it's not making a direct landfall, it doesn't mean that we're not going to experience the impact. So really up and down the East Coast, literally from Miami, Florida, all the way up through the Carolinas, through about Charleston or so, when you look at where our biggest rip current risks are at, it's a stretch of over 600 miles where we're seeing a high significant rip current risk. And basically that's when those big giant waves that at times, guys, are expected on shore or near shore around 13 footers. That'll be later on this afternoon. And then once you head a little further into the ocean, so this is now for mariners, they're expecting 18-foot waves. That's like 2 stories almost in height. But when those type of waves crash on shore and then they retreat back into the ocean, that retreating is the rip current. And it's that rip current that can be, unfortunately, that's already proven to be life-threatening. So that's what we're thinking. I'm thinking, Marissa and Stephen, that the worst part of the storm, at least for the east coast of Florida, is going to be late this afternoon into the evening. I'm kind of targeting between 8 and 11 p.m. is when we'll see those effects again. 40-mile-per-hour winds, big-time surf, big-time rip currents as well. Maybe another 1 to 2 inches of rain in spots where some of these rain curtains move on shore. We'll watch it very carefully every step of the way, but certainly a windy go of things here on Melbourne Beach, guys.
Take that view, Michael, of the storms just offshore, because it does give you that reminder that while you can't necessarily feel the full impact of this tropical storm just to the east, it's there. And as a result, the water incredibly rough. So hopefully people yield that warning and stay out of the water. Just too dangerous. And it will be for the week, really.
Exactly.
Michael Estime there in Melbourne Beach, Florida. Thanks, Michael.